Enjoyed your discussion this morning here at the conference. Lots to talk about AI, and I came away thinking, I'm still thinking of Pinterest as a social media platform, and it's not. That's not the message I got from this.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, first of all, we've had a significant resurgence of the platform. But at the core of that is really visual search and shopping, where we now have, put up 8 straight quarters of record high users. Gen Z is now more than 50% of the platform, our largest, fastest growing demographic. And at the core of that is they're coming to Pinterest because they're getting really great AI-enabled shopping recommendations that are personally relevant to them. And that has really taken hold. Adobe put out a study, independent of us, that 39% of Gen Z thinks of Pinterest as a first place to go search. And that really is about the visual first search experience that we're creating, really centered around personalization and shopping and the unique curation that happens on our platform. But it's really, really working well with users.
The competition for, as they would say, eyeballs, I mean, it's intense. I mean, there's Meta out there, Snap, they're out there doing something. There's YouTube, there's video content out there. Did something happen in your business the past 2 quarters that you are now at record MAUs? It seems like there was an unlock over the past 6 months.
Well, I think it's been, I'm 3 years in, just over 3 years in as CEO.
Can't believe it, 3 years
and
already?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
And this has been the strategy the whole way, but we've continued to build more and more. The personalization, the AI, the shopping experience just keeps getting better. Our visual search keeps getting better. And so it's 8 straight quarters of record users, and Gen Z has been our largest, fastest growing demographic for a little while now, but it's now more than 50%. We're growing across every generation, every geography that we track, and it is, just the AI advantages are compounding, especially off the really unique signal that we get, where we talk about our taste graph has grown more than 75% over the last 2 years, which is, hundreds of millions of people come to our platform every day. We're now almost 600 million monthly active users, and they come to our platform and they're styling outfits and designing rooms and making product associations. There's just completely unique signal that doesn't exist on any other platform in the Western world, and that lets us do really unique things with the AI. So a specific example of that, I shared on our last earnings call, our latest multimodal visual search model that's in-house, proprietary, and trained off our unique curation signal outperforms off-the-shelf models by over 30 full percentage points on the relevancy of its shopping recommendations. So we're not competing for general purpose AI or ask the AI anything, but for shopping, where we're really focused, we're able to outperform on that visual search, on the relevancy of the shopping recommendations by 30 full percentage points. So these kinds of things are tangibly the compounding benefits that we're seeing in both the AI and that unique curation behavior on the platform.
Is Pinterest an AI agent in its own right?
So we don't use that term because it's not how our users speak. So AI agent.
I don't hear it anywhere like in a retail store.
In Silicon Valley, you'll hear it all the time, right?
And in this room.
But go walk into a shopping boutique and you probably won't hear people talking about agents.
No.
But what is true on our platform is that if you ask a Gen Z user why they come to Pinterest, one of the first things they'll say is well, Pinterest just gets me. Well, what's behind that? It's the AI, but it's also we're shopping on their behalf all the time. And every time they open the app, there's great new recommendations that are not just like the serendipitous discovery of the thing you didn't know you needed, but actually where people are coming with intent and they're starting a journey, but then we're helping them finish that journey, and then we're making the buying more and more seamless. For example, with Amazon, you can link your Amazon account, and then you can press a button to buy right inside of our platform. You're buying from Amazon, you're gonna get a great delivery, but you can buy immediately right in our platform with just a single tap. So we take the user down that purchase journey, great recommendations, and they're one tap away from a purchase, and so that's really resonating with users.
What's next for Pinterest next year in AI?
Well, so there's a lot more to go here. The visual search capabilities that we've created work beyond just fashion and apparel and some of those shopping use cases. We're seeing new categories emerging, travel and autos and things like that. And so we've talked about how men are growing on our the number of men on the platform is really growing as well. We've historically skewed towards women, which is great. We continue to deepen engagement there, but we're getting more men on the platform.
I care how I look.
Categories.
I'd style an outfit off.
Well, yeah, and there's things, whether you're buying, apparel or a watch or a car or thinking about where to go on vacation with the family, these things are very visual journeys, and the power of the visual recommendation engine using AI and those unique signals that we have, it's really resonating broadly and globally.
You've seen a few tech cycles in your day. Where do you think we are in this AI cycle?
Oh, I think we're still very much in the early innings of this. And so I think there's a multi-year runway on this. I think it's, as bigger than mobile and social were. And so I think there's many years of runway ahead. The thing that I feel really great about is I think we've carved out a really unique space for ourselves in this shift toward AI, where you've had huge adoption of new AI tools over the last 2 years. And over those last 2 years, we're more popular than ever. Because even as people are using chatbots and things like that more, they're also looking for other new AI-enabled experiences. And so for a visual-first shopping experience that's going to be really a great personal shopping assistant for you, which is what Pinterest is doing, that's resonating deeply, and not just with Gen Z. We're growing across every generation and every geography, so it's resonating globally as well. And so that's a big opportunity for us also, where we have almost 80% of our users outside the US, but only 20% of our monetization there. So we're really ramping up that international side also.
I'm sure some of the risks that I'm hearing at this conference with AI is that it will eat software companies for lunch. Hallucinations will continue. What are some of your biggest concerns about AI as it really continues to proliferate in companies and the world?
Well, I think certainly will drive a lot of disruption, right? And I think you've seen that happening, but it's also going to drive a lot of human creativity. I'm a firm believer that AI is not going to replace people. People who use AI are going to replace people who don't use AI. And so I think there's a lot of human potential that gets unlocked with AI. At the same time, I think guardrails are important. One of the things I'm most proud of is that it's not just that our business is better than it's ever been, and that we're at record highs on users and revenue and all these things. We've done it while also investing in the well-being of our users. We've done, tuning AI for positivity. We've done inclusive AI. We've done private only for under 16 because we said, it's just not safe for children under 16 to be contacted by strangers online. So we're gonna do private only. And these were very contrarian moves, but we said it shouldn't be unique to invest in the long-term well-being of our users. And so with AI, we're also making sure that we tune AI for positivity, that we're making it safe, and that we're making it so that it is helpful and additive rather than addictive. And even as we've done those things, we're proving that there's a good business and positivity, that we can do well by doing good.
Good to see what you're working on. Good to see you in general.
Yeah,
Bill
likewise.
Ready, Pinterest CEO. Talk to you soon.